Welcome back to our minute-to-minute analysis of Matrix Revolutions. Last time, the Oracle explained to Niobe what her purpose was, and Locke explained to the Council their odds of survival based on the results of combat simulations. The odds aren't in Zion's favor. The fate of humanity appears to be written, but what is hidden behind these scenes? Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Locke informed the Council that the entire APU core and half of the infantry are needed to stop the machines at the docking area. Remember that Locke mentioned that they ran simulations to determine the best plan of action and their odds against the Sentinels. Disabling the diggers at the docking area seems to be their best plan.
Commander, just one more question. Has there been word from the Nebuchadnezzar?
None, and at this point there's no reason to expect that there ever will be.
At this point, Locke doesn't believe that there are any ships left. All the ships and their crews have died, including his girlfriend, Niobe. Yet he maintains a stoic posture. Locke is named after the philosopher John Locke, who is known for his philosophy, empiricism. Empiricism is the view that all concepts originate in experience, that all concepts are about or applicable to things that can be experienced, or that all rationally acceptable beliefs or propositions are justified or knowable only through experience. On the other hand, Hamann is inspired by the German philosopher Johann Georg Hamann, who was convinced that faith and belief, beyond knowledge, determine human actions. Both men are of opposite philosophical viewpoints, one of faith and the other of logic. We can see them acting accordingly. Hamann is hopeful, but Locke is rational.
Perhaps. But we can hope.
I'm afraid hope is an indulgence I don't have time for.
Cash tries to convince Z to evacuate with her and her family, but Z refuses. She volunteered to fight in the upcoming battle. Z is preparing explosive shells, believing it is what she needs to do to see Link again. Film fact: the character Z was originally going to be played by singer Aaliyah, who sadly passed away in a tragic plane crash before filming began. We move on to Kid, transporting ammunitions for the APUs, when he is confronted by Captain Mifune after he accidentally spilled the boxes of bullets.
What's a pod-born pencil neck like you doing volunteering for my corps?
I want to do my part, sir.
Are humans born from pods not meant to be in the APU core? Or is Mifune just being rude to Kid for being clumsy? Maybe the red pills are assigned to other jobs in the army, and only natural-born humans are assigned to APUs. As we already know, Kid was still too young to be part of the army, but he still wanted to fight. Kid was 16 years old during the original movie trilogy. Back to the surviving ship crews. Ghost is plugging the hammer to the Logos to give it power. The ship comes back online, and Sparks, the ship's operator, notices something strange in the Matrix feed.
There's something wrong with the Matrix feed.
No, there's not. You're looking at what we're looking at.
What the hell is going on in there?
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
What is happening inside the Matrix is that Smith has infected everything. What looks like a bug in the feed is actually the destruction of the simulation. As the captains plan their strategy to get back to Zion, Neo walks in and tells them what he needs to do.
I know what I have to do.
What?
There's no easy way to say this, so I'll just say it. I have to take one of the ships.
What?
To go where? To the Machine City.
Neo will follow the Oracle's advice. He must go to the source personally. He must go to the city of the machines, and so he requests to take one of the ships. Roland gets upset at Neo's absurd plan. He wants to take one of the two remaining ships of the Resistance to go into the enemy's stronghold.
You'll never make it. In 100 years, no ship has been within 100 kilometers of it. You'll never make it.
Interesting that Captain Roland mentions that no ship has been able to get close to Machine City in a century. As we know, the Matrix cycle lasts about 100 years. It reaches its conclusion shortly after the manifestation of the integral anomaly. So ask yourselves, who was that person who 100 years made it to Machine City, and for what purpose? How did the Red Pills know that anyone traveled to Machine City and survived? So many questions. Morpheus asks Neo if this is what the Oracle told him to do. Neo denies it, but she did make the suggestion.
If there's an answer, there's only one place you're going to find it.
Where?
You know where.
Roland categorically refuses to give him his ship, but Niobe makes an illogical decision based on what the Oracle told her. This is the moment when she must follow her heart. Niobe tells Neo that he can take her ship. Again, the Oracle has managed to put the necessary pieces in place, as she first suggested to Neo that he should go to the source, and then suggested to Niobe that she should follow her feelings. The Oracle sure can predict the behavior of the red pills.
You can't do that.
Don't even think of trying to tell me what I can or cannot do with my ship after that little speech.
Morpheus is surprised by Niobe's gesture, and she responds with an almost poetic line.
2 ships, 2 directions. Sounds like Providence, doesn't it, Morpheus?
Remember that Niobe is one of the most rational red pills, and that she broke off her relationship with Morpheus because she did not believe in the legends of the One. Their relationship was destroyed by the Oracle's prophecies. Niobe was a skeptic, and Morpheus was a believer. In this film, however, the roles were reversed. Morpheus no longer knows what to believe. He doubts the Oracle and the prophecies, and now Niobe appears to have more faith than Morpheus.
You've never believed in the One.
I still don't.
Then why are you doing this?
I believe in him.
Niobe is betting everything on Neo because although she does not believe in the prophecies, she believes that Neo can accomplish something that none of them could. Niobe is allowing herself to be guided by her heart. Neo thanks Niobe. It is up to Neo to travel to Machine City, but not before encountering some resistance. Niobe's story is interesting because it shows us that even though she followed a strict path of logic and reasoning that cost her relationship with Morpheus, who followed a path of faith, she chose to change. In the end, their paths were joined again by the same entity who separated them, the Oracle. This makes us wonder if the Oracle caused Morpheus and Niobe to break up so that Niobe would grow and rise up in ranks, be given a ship, and give the said ship to Neo. So many speculations. Next time, Maggie should not have been left alone with Bane. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.